I was heading to Kelly's to get a coffee like I do 1,000 times a day, and thank God I saw them before I went in.
What did you see exactly?
3 guys with baseball bats smashing up Kelly's, beating poor Mike to the ground. You know how sometimes your brain can't process what your eyes are seeing because it's so surreal? That's exactly what happened to me. And when it looked like one of them was turning my direction, I called 911 and ran.
Okay, could you ID any of these guys if you saw them again?
Sorry, I didn't see any of their faces. But I did see that one of them had a tattoo on his right wrist.
Are you sure you weren't seen?
Well, kind of.
Yes or no, Maxie?
Well, I'm sorry. As soon as it looked like he might be able to see me, I just ran. I didn't see his face. I don't know if he saw mine.
Okay, if I may interject, Max, Mrs. only relayed what she's seen through her eyes. Her beautiful... But what I mean to say is that we have other senses.
He's asking if you... Did you hear anything?
Oh, now that you mention it, they were arguing in some other language, and it could have been Russian because they sounded like the guys who broke into the Crimson office.
Okay, did you tell Mac any part of this?
No, and I didn't give the 911 operator my name either.
Good. Good, you did good. Now you can go.
No, I can't leave. I have to know what you're going to do.
Why would I tell you anything? You don't know how to be quiet. You proved that last night. How many times have I asked you to keep your mouth shut?
You just said that I did good.
Right. I'm not talking about Kelly's.
I assume you're talking about Elizabeth. It's not like I went and told the police or anything.
Well, you shouldn't have said anything at all.
Okay, I'm sorry. I was wrong. I shouldn't have rubbed you and Sam in Elizabeth's face, but she was being really bitchy to me, and I couldn't help it.
It doesn't even matter, because this is part of a bigger problem. Because of Spinelli, I've allowed you access to my home and my office, and you hear things you shouldn't hear, and he tells you things you shouldn't know.
That's not very fair. I mean, I've proven to you over and over again that I know how to keep a secret.
I need to speak to Spinelli alone.
Fine.
Maxie, what are you doing here?
I owe you an apology. Kind of let anger override discretion.
Oh, no, this should be good.
I went to the hospital yesterday to see Robin, and Elizabeth was there. She was behind the desk leaving some whiny voicemail for Jason about how she needed to see him or whatever, and I asked nicely if there was anything for Robin behind the desk. She had the nerve to go off on me. And then she said she was going to say bad stuff about me to Spinelli, and that really pissed me off. So when I saw you and Jason at the penthouse later and you guys were all soaking wet, I mean, it looked suspicious on the surface, and I was still really mad at Elizabeth, so...
I know. I'm sure you made a beeline to the hospital to tell Elizabeth that he and I were hooking up or something.
I'm so sorry, Sam. That was not fair to you or Jason.
No, it's okay, you know. It's probably actually a good thing that Elizabeth walked in when she did. Okay. If I'm going to be honest, I guess I have to admit that as crazy as the whole situation with Jerry was, part of me really, really, really loved it.
People think I'm weird.
No, listen, not the part where I was bound and threatened hourly by that sociopath, but I loved having to think on my feet. I loved the stakes. It reminded me of me, the old uncensored me. I haven't felt that way in a really long time.
You kind of sound like Luke Spencer. Maybe you should start hooking up with him.
No, please. I've already found my perfect partner in crime. Okay, it's been so long. I kind of forgot how well-matched Jason and I are. We make a really, really good team, at least where lives are at stake. We didn't even have to talk.
That must work out really well for Jason.
Oh, come on. So anyway, who cares, right? Everything's over. Jerry's dead, and I'm not sorry for anything that happened. I was due for an adventure, and I really, really liked it.
The adventure itself, or going through it with Jason?